Welcome to the BMI podcast, guys. Today we have a special guest. This is our third run back because we've had something go wrong and then we had another thing go wrong. So we'll try and run this back and see if we can do this organically because we probably talked for about 5 minutes already.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we're going to be catching up and giving everyone an update on what's been going on with the little cherry, maybe a little bit of our goals and stuff. Yeah. So how's it been with the little cherry so far this year?
It's been very, very good. Way busier than last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How busy do you think it was compared to January last year? I remember last year it was our slowest month of the year.
Well, it always is every year.
Yeah.
Looking back, January's always our quiet month, just because only because we usually take the first week and a half off anyway. And then I don't have my school routine. And then I just don't take too many bookings because we like to have a little bit of a break.
Well,
but
not
to be honest, I don't even
get
they never come through unless. And this year, surprisingly, I had a lot of bookings come through for events outside of Hamilton. But we still didn't really take them because I don't think they were worth it. But
it's good to see like there's inquiry, right?
Yeah, that
versus like we really struggled in January.
Yeah, there was like nothing that came through at all. And last year you even worked as well in January, like
That's right. I
first,
started and tried to build up a spot with the second cart.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy to more than double, triple.
Yeah,
I think we made
it
this
was close
January
to triple. I remember when we
compared to last year.
Yeah. Now we're hiring new staff. You know, like Katie, our lovely barista, is growing her wings and she's about to fly out the nest, and which is quite good. And we're happy for her because she is going into real estate.
Yep.
Yeah,
big change, but
yeah, well, it'll be a big change for her, but it's still customer service base as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully she's learned a little bit off of us, and we could, give her a little stepping stone so that she can grow in that world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're looking to hire some staff. So it's part of the reason why I wanted to do a podcast. I wanted people to know what's going on with the business, see what track we're heading towards. We would love, the dream would be for people to come and seek us out to be like, hey, we want to work for you. Like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be the dream, to have a business run so well that people would come into us and be like, I would love to work for you. That's a dream of mine.
Yeah. Yeah, just need that barista superstar.
Yeah.
Or I guess customer service superstar.
Yeah, well, tell the listeners what we're looking for,
Mainly, like, you don't even need to have barista experience. That's very easy to teach, I reckon. As long as you kind of are good at listening. I don't know. But mainly customer service, being able to have a good chat with the customer. Obviously not when we're in the middle of a busy rush, but
there's definitely you got to figure out when's the right time to have a chat, and then some people.
Although you can't control your customers either, because you'll get a customer that likes to hold up the queue.
Yeah, well, I'd like to do when someone's trying to talk to me. I kind of like try to look
behind,
over, look behind them, because then they always check their shoulder and they go, "Oh shit, sorry. Oh,
sorry,
am I holding up the line?
I'm keeping up the line."
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So what else are we after?
Yeah, those are the main. Basically, just someone who can serve people, communicate well, is friendly.
Customer service is a huge one for us.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be in the position we are today if it wasn't for our customer service. I pride myself and say we're the best coffee cart business in Hamilton, and I would probably even safe to say that we're the best in New Zealand. I think we provide amazing service. I think even if there's something wrong, we would still rectify it. You know, we haven't had anyone. I think a couple over the 4 years, we've had a couple people say this is a bit cold, make them a new one, you know, sort of thing. And that's what I do when we train our staff as well. I tell them like, don't even ask a question, don't even question them, don't even say, oh well, I did it. Just literally, no questions asked.
Sorry,
throw that away, make them another one. It doesn't take you long. It's all about our customer service and their experience, you know, especially 100%. If it's their first time, you know, purchasing from us. It's always memorable, your first time with going to baristas. You know, coffee snobs tend to be quite fussy.
Yeah. If you're good at multitasking, that would also be ideal. Need to multitask a lot.
Yeah, that's something I struggled with.
Yeah.
But you definitely,
again,
like,
it's
a
something that
practice
can
thing,
be taught. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're looking to roast,
Yeah.
And we want to hopefully roast this year. I'm manifesting it. I'm putting it out in the universe. I'm even going to buy some bags, some nice red bags for the Little Cherry branding, because
before we even get the roast.
Well, like you got to just start getting things in line, you know, and or else it's going to become another thing that, you know, you said to yourself you're going to do and then you don't end up doing it, because we have every excuse under the sun not to do this because of how busy we are. You know, we're trying to employ staff and we've got all of these bookings coming up. We haven't even talked about, you know, we're probably in for our busiest month, even though March is always our busiest month anyway.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be like 1.5 times, maybe 4 times busier than normal. Yeah.
April's also at the moment looking very packed, so that could even be a contestant for our busiest month.
Well, that'd be a nice way to start the financial year.
Yeah.
You know, because I've got high goals for our financial year next year. Like, they're going to be hard targets to hit, and we kind of have control over it by being readily available or able to take on enough. The extra. But realistically, it's, you know, we can only grow so much if we put ourselves in the right position to at least capitalize on.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we got the field days as well in June, so that one's probably even going to be another.
Our first year in field days, that's going to be huge.
Yep.
Well, I think Night Glow is going to be a bit harder for us because that's just one cart, and then by then we'll have, you know, us plus 3 other staff anyway. You know, so that's going to be quite serviceable. Whereas right now we're understaffed.
Yes,
technically
that's true.
It's just us 3, and then we've got both of the carts running the Night Glow.
The
balloons in the morning.
And the Night Glow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping we. Yeah.
So if you know anyone, guys, fucking send them our way, because we are in need of some superstars. Yeah.
I know I can do it myself. I can be in my cart and do it myself, but it is going to be stressful, and we're going to lose money. Like, we may as well just get someone else to help me, and then we'll be good.
Well, that's something I wanted to talk about too on this podcast, is that we're moving to a different chapter of our business. We're trying to alleviate, I guess, the work stress for ourselves, because we're just so loaded up. Like, we do all of the prep. You know, we get all the carts ready. Well, I'll go and safe to say that you do all of the prep. You do all of the baking. You get the carts ready. We're trying to hire so that you can get yourself a day back, at least minimum a week.
Yep.
You know, like, that would be nice. And I hope the people that have been following the journey and seeing us, you know, go balls to the wall for the last few years, I don't mind if we take less money on the end of this financial year. We've grown it into quite a successful business that it can put decent coin in our pocket. Why not let go of a day or two? Yeah. You know, like, reclaim a little bit of our life while I'm off doing my development. It'll be nice to not have to be away working off on my development, and knowing that.
Well, it already covers all the bills, and then we can afford. Yeah, we can definitely afford staff, and then. Yeah, just it'll be hard for me to drop the reins on certain things.
Yeah.
But I am done with doing all the events, though. They're just too much sometimes. I do enjoy my Monday to Friday because that's a bit more chill. But
realistically, you need to give away a day.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, we had Katie taking over our your Fridays, and that was nice, and that worked out really well. but now she's obviously leaving, so we're going to have to figure out something with Erin, and then maybe even hopefully we've got a new staff trialing this weekend.
Yep.
So that will be interesting to see. I think she's going to be really good.
Yeah.
And it's all about how we train people, I think, and
we've learnt from that as well. When one of the girls makes a mistake, we always said it's not their fault, it's our fault, because we haven't taught them correctly, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Definitely have to.
A lot of people try to put blame on staff, especially when they're starting out, and I think it's not really fair.
Nah, it's not.
Like if you haven't really given them adequate training, like I remember constantly I had got thrown in the deep end, and I got given 1 days of training. I remember, and like yes, they go, oh, are you confident enough with that? Like you're trying to you're starting a new job, you're trying to impress them, so you're kind of like, oh yeah, I kind of get it. You just got to, and then you come and you get in front of it, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot how to do that. Forgot how to do that. Then you're kind of like, oh, let me try to figure it out. And then when you make the mistake, you got to try and go and ask.
Yeah.
Versus if you actually spend time with them and make sure that they understand every little bit. They're not going to take it all, but if they can take like a large portion of the first part, then they go make a mistake, then they go and relearn. And it's all about trying things multiple times, right?
I definitely I look back at when I first started the cart, and when I first went to my event, and how much I struggled, thinking back, there was never a system put in place because I had to figure it all out for myself. I was probably really slow. I didn't have that. Yeah, nobody taught me, so I had to figure it out. And
yeah, well, we would,
and I can't
definitely
expect
lacking
the girls
in systems.
to, definitely, yeah. And now, obviously, can't expect somebody to just jump in there and know what they're doing straight away, because I didn't. It took how long to figure it out? And
it's always a worry, because you're putting, for me, my concerns were they're gonna damage our my cart because it's been painted. We finally renovated it, and now it's a worry for me if because we haven't got a scratch on it, But it's just what's going to happen is going to happen, and there's accidents do happen, and we can do as much as we can to try and set them up so that they don't fail. But, inevitably there's always going to be things that they're going to learn from, like how we got to the position that we did, right?
Yep, exactly.
So what is there, any other goals for the year? Reclaim some time back?
Yep.
That's probably number one, you think?
Yep.
Not make more money? Make more money so that you can take more time off?
Well, yeah. It's funny because, we can't at the moment have more time off yet because we got all these bookings coming through. So it's but maybe do some marketing.
Yeah.
So that we can have your cart out at bookings at least 2-3 times a week. Would be good during the week.
Yeah, those will be good to add into the workflow because we've got Erin. She's pretty damn good now, and she can do everything herself. I would say I'm confident enough to send her out to more bookings.
Oh, definitely.
And that's why I think it's not that I'm not trying to work. I kind of need to be available for my development now because things are just starting to really flow. But it's kind of a good thing because things only flow for me during the week for the development.
Yeah.
With developments, pretty much no one's just working on the weekend. Yeah, no, I can't get a hold of any working professional, no lawyers, builders, anyone like that. That's in construction. They tend to take their weekends because it's hard yakka.
Yep.
But yeah, and then so I'll be available. I'll be pretty tired, I would say, but I say no rest for the wicked, and I think this year's going to be a pretty crazy year for us. Anything else we want to talk about? I think I had one more other question for you, but I'm really struggling to come up with it. So no other goals that we got in mind. So we want to roast. What do you think about roasting? Do we need to start putting in some marketing or whatever? Like, how are we going to grow that? Let's try to brainstorm it here live on the podcast.
Well, I think first we've got to maybe we should just get like a little cheap like kitchen tabletop roaster or something, and actually have a.
They're still $5,000.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm kind of like, because I've been looking.
Yeah, then we may as well just spend the money on it.
Well, because they're $5,000 or
Yeah.
$9,000, and you can make 10 to 15 kgs, or you one to two. So I still saw a 1 kg roaster, and there was still like $6,000-7,000.
Okay.
And like, because they're new, like, and then like some of them are hardly ever used as well, like, or like just secondhand. So they think that they're worth only like 500 less than what they bought it for, but it's quite a niche market. Like, that's why I'm struggling to find one, because every time I've found a decent one or a good deal, it gets nabbed up.
Yeah, because that'd be good idea is to practice first. But and then I think once we get the good product, I reckon having a little stall at markets and things would be great. I think we'd easily be able to sell heaps then. Yeah. And like at least get our name out that we are roasting now, and and then also drop them off to businesses, I reckon. Yeah.
I'm definitely going to have to hit the pavement a lot when we start roasting. I'm going to have to do a bit of implementing of my sales. Yeah. And even then, like, or even hiring someone from sales that's got something that can come in and aligns with our values and customer service. Because I see a hole in the market. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but there is definitely a hole in the market for coffee that I'm hoping to capitalize on. So definitely looking forward to that chapter for us. But yeah, just a little quick catch up. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Judith. It was
good.
Very, very difficult to get you sitting here.
No.
People don't have any idea what I had to go through to get you to sit down and, what do you call it? Appease me. Awesome. All right, guys, make sure you give us a follow on the Little Cherry Coffee Co. And there's going to be a lot of stuff happening this year, and we're going to be upping our social media game this year. It's going to be popping. All right, thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.